Hello, namaste. So, I just had some free time, so I thought I'd read something from the Song of Ribhu. This is from chapter 14. Inquiring into the undivided nature. Listen, in this exposition to the gist of the secret of all the settled conclusions, there is no duality or non-duality, which are talked about. Only the peaceful Brahman is ever existent. Brahman, which is the one that exists without defect, always, everywhere, is you and I. All are of the nature of that Supreme Brahman. Hence, you should start inquiring into this. And we can inquire by asking, who am I? Asking the question of yourself. And then just being quiet and stop. Stop listening to the mind for answers. And just allow the answer to become clear. And the answer won't be an idea. Verse 2. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Shiva. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Self. I am ever of the nature that is higher than the highest. I am ever of the nature that is pure. I am ever of the nature that is perfectly full. I am ever of the nature of the undivided Supreme. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. Inquiring. Inquiring is asking and also looking. If you have a sense of who I am, looking to see if I can find that. And noticing what notices. All ideas, all phenomena, all images. It's all seen from myself. And what is the nature of myself? We don't have to rely on an idea. Actually look. Verse 3. I am ever the imperishable existence. I am ever the shining consciousness. I am ever the peerless bliss. I am ever the one undivided essence. I am ever the all-pervasive. I am ever the one that is all. I am ever the undivided Supreme Brahman. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. I am ever is I am always, forever. Unchangingly, I am this. What it says: existence, consciousness, bliss, undivided essence, pervasive, one, Supreme Brahman. And none of that is descriptive of anything in this world. Because everything in this world is changing all the time. Every moment. Verse 4. I am ever the Supreme, denoted by the word that. I am ever the Supreme, denoted by the word you. I am ever the Supreme, denoted by the word are. I am ever the one undivided essence. I am ever the innermost of all. I am ever the exterior of all. I am ever the undivided supreme Brahma. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. I am ever of the nature of the eternal. I am ever of the nature of the attributeless. I am ever of the nature of the taintless, the sheathless, the partless, the unafflicted, the all-pervasive supreme, the infinite, the undecaying, the imperishable, the blissful, of liberation, of the nature of the liberator, the undivided supreme. I am of the nature of the cause of all. I am of the nature that is completely full. I am of the nature of all individuals and the supreme. I am of the nature that is not even an atom. Not even an atom. An atom is the smallest molecule in this world. I am of the nature that is not even an atom. I am of the nature that is something that is not a thing. That's basically what that says. Because this whole world is made up of atoms. I am of the nature of the ever peaceful. I am ever of the nature of the one. I am of the nature of the undivided supreme. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. So how can we find something that's not in this world or of this world, that's not even of an atom? It's actually easy because we're not looking in this world. Not I. You just have to see where I am, what I am, who I am, and then it becomes clear even what is an atom. I am of the nature of all activity, of the doer of all, of the protector of all, of the destroyer of all. I am ever of the nature that is not anything. I am of the nature that is established as myself. I am ever of the nature of the undivided absolute. I am of the nature of all elements, of all the composites of all elements, of the witness of all, of the evidence of all, that has nothing ever apart from it, of the nature of non-duality, of the nature of the undivided absolute, of the nature of you, of the nature of I, of the nature of others. Of the nature of the self of all, of the nature of the motionless, of the nature of the connectionless supreme, of the nature of the undivided absolute. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. I am ever of the nature full of consciousness, of a mass of consciousness alone, clothed in consciousness, of the space of consciousness. I am ever of the nature of consciousness. I am of the nature of the substratum of all. I am of the nature of the form of all. I am of the nature that has not an atom apart from it. It's not apart from an atom. It's not of an atom, and it's not apart from it. Not an atom apart from it. I am of the nature that is only myself. I am ever of the nature of the bodiless. I am of the nature of the pure space. I am of the nature of the pure supreme Brahma. I am of the nature of the Guru of all the disciples, of all the means, of all the ends, of all the Vedanta. I am of the nature of what is to be comprehended through them. I am of the nature of the pure Supreme Brahman. Of the ancient, of the complete, of the imperishable. I am ever of the nature of the indestructible, of that which alone is, of the sorrowless, of the Supreme Brahman, of the undivided Supreme God, of the blemishless Supreme God knowledge, of the Supreme existence. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme bliss. Of the Supreme light, of the Supreme abode. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman, of the innermost of all, of the self of all, of the all-auspicious. I am of the nature that has not an atom of impurity. There's the atoms again. Not an atom of impurity, not apart from atoms. Means all of the atoms are pure, and not even an atom. It's not I'm both atoms, all pure atoms. And I'm not an atom as well. I'm an atom, I'm not an atom. I am of the nature of the Supreme Fourth State. I am of the Supreme Nature transcending the Fourth State. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. Another way to say inquire steadfastly into this every day could be to say, don't believe yourself to be an idea. Don't live as an idea every day. Don't take yourself to be something you're not. Instead, be what you are. Know what you are. I transcend all time. I transcend all space. I transcend all objects. I ever transcend everything. I am of the nature that has not an atom of conceit. I am of the nature that has not an atom of attachment. I am of the nature of the Immaculate Supreme Brahman. Inquire steadfastly into this every day. We see ourselves as characters, as people, as separate individuals. We see ourselves as someone who has attachments and someone who has conceit. But that's not what we are. That's not our true nature. So these words are pointing beyond all of that which we have taken ourselves to be. We've taken ourselves to be something in this world and something of this world. And we're beyond that. Perhaps we are, well, we're not that. We are the world, but we're not attached. Maybe all of the world is still there, but not in the way that we think it is. I am ever of the nature of existence alone. I am ever of the nature of consciousness alone. I am ever of the nature of only the good. I am ever of the nature of the middle path, of the non-dual, of the self of all, of the Supreme Brahman. I am ever the unfading bliss. I am all pervasive and motionless. I am volitionless. I am the Supreme that cannot be comprehended by anything. I am ever without intellect and such. I am ever the abode that transcends the intellect. I am ever the Supreme Brahman. I am of the nature that is without an atom of delusion, has no attributes of illusion. I am of the nature that is without mind or such. I am of the nature that is without desire or such. I am of the nature that is without form or such. I'm just skipping. I'm skipping a few verses. Look at this. The primal ignorance is Brahman alone. The emerging thought and such are Brahman alone. The body with a form is Brahman alone. The individual senses are Brahman alone. Time and space are Brahman alone. All things that are seen are Brahman alone. All is only Brahman, the abode, and that is myself. Be ever immersed in the meditation that I am that. Hence, until all differentiation disappears, one should always remain in this beneficent bhava conviction that all is Brahma, and I am indeed that supreme Brahma, with love, with ardour, and without differences, until all uncertainty and confusion disappear totally, and, unmindful of anything else, be in repose, in bliss. In this exposition thus given to me by the Supreme Shiva, there is not an atom of doubt. It is the truth, the truth. There is no doubt about it. Whoever listens to this and understands this, even once, will be liberated and become the one Supreme Brahman. I have graciously told you this true meaning, which is extremely rare to find anywhere. Son, only those who, smeared with holy ashes, decked with Rudraksha, and devoted to Shiva, are ever in meditation upon the Supreme Shiva, will be rid of the sorrowful bondage of worldly existence, and become of the nature of that one Supreme Shiva. Thus the great sage Ribhu explained to Nadaga the meditation of oneness. It is the perfectly full form of our Lord in a state of joyous dance that tells of the meditation, that the wonderful beings that appear, the mysterious world that appears as if jewel, and the ancient Lord Ishvara, who is eulogized, are all the perfectly full absolute and nothing apart. And I am ever that absolute. I am all. Thank you. Thank you for listening.